All right, we are recording to the cloud. Want to welcome you guys. If you are not actively speaking, if you'll just go ahead and tap your screen and hit the mute button. This keeps this webinar call quality up, and it's easier for you all to manage that than me trying to manage every participant individually. So I want to welcome you to this webinar. My name is Seth Mulder. We're going to be together for about the next 35 or 40 minutes tonight talking about business, okay? Something I'm extremely excited about. Let me just throw up my first visual. How to recognize a business opportunity. Really briefly, I'll just tell you my story and why I'm here today at LifeVantage, why I got involved in network marketing, why I got involved in business originally. My story, it might be a lot like a lot of other people. I went to school, worked part-time jobs, went to school, graduated, worked full-time, and I worked for a big company. I was there about 10 years. And although I had great experiences, I was ambitious. I wanted to continue to climb. I wanted to be in one of those top corner offices. About 8 or 9 years into my journey, I realized that even if I hit that corner office, I'm not going to be free. And I started to learn about how the economy works and my preparation to participate in the economy. And up to that point, I was simply prepared with job training. Okay, whether I went to a university or you go to a tech school or you go to some other form of education, it really is job training. And so I started voraciously reading about economics, about investment, about entrepreneurship, about financial freedom, because I knew, although I didn't know necessarily what I wanted or what could be accomplished, I absolutely knew what I didn't want. I did not want to work for somebody else forever. I did not want to be in debt for 40 or 50 years. I did not want to work 30 or 40 or 50 years with a small hope of a retirement and then living life at that point. I wanted to do those things sooner. And so when I was 24, I started a couple of companies with some friends. I left my job in the safety, the security net, or the safety net, if you could call it that. And we were successful. I was making more money than I'd ever made before. And we did this in 1 to 2 years. But I also experienced some of the grind that happens when you own your own business. And without going into great detail, what I realized when you own your own business, the buck stops with you, of course. It also starts with you. You get paid last and your employees get paid first. You might be working with partners, and that may be a good or not so good thing. And then you've got to deal with the business cycles. And so I just started to be open to other options. And when I was 26, I had a good friend who said, why don't you look at network marketing? Why don't you look at a different way of making money? Instead of waiting 40 years and working for 40 years and waiting to retire and live, what if you could implement a 2 or a 3 or a 5-year plan to generate that quote unquote retirement income today, okay? And then start enjoying some of those freedoms long before you're 65 or 75 years old. So that's how I got involved in the industry. I started, like most people do, part-time. I was 26 at the time. I was running 2 companies. And so I would plug into after work events, if you will, like this webinar. Or a conference call. And I started to reach out to people that I knew to talk about a business opportunity, to talk about consumer products. And it absolutely changed my life. 12 months later, I was financially free. I didn't have to go into that job of my own business anymore. And I've been doing network marketing ever since. So here's what I find about network marketing. People either love it or they ignorantly misunderstand it and they avoid it. And I was that category B, ignorance. When I was 25, 26, But I'm going to invite you tonight, if you don't understand network marketing, or if you've never been, let me back up, if you've never been successful at network marketing, I'm going to invite you to take a good, hard look at this company and at this industry, because it's absolutely life-changing. So let me jump right in. We've got a bunch of slides, some visuals to show you tonight. Word of warning, in the next 30 minutes that we have left together, I'm not going to be able to share everything with you about everything. And that's frankly not necessary. But I am going to share with you some key points. We're going to be talking about timing and trends in the marketplace. We'll be talking about the company and the company, a LifeVantage corporate structure, a little about their history. Absolutely, we're going to spend some significant amount of time talking about product and science, okay? Business systems, and then we'll also talk about how the money works, okay? Compensation. So with that, let's just dive right in. Let me go to the first slide. Let's talk about a little about the company. LifeVantage is a publicly traded company. Their roots are in biotech and research, literally decades of research at the upper echelons of the scientific community, understanding body chemistry, life sciences, understanding the aging process. And after about 35 years of research, a discovery was made. The company came into existence at that point. And oddly enough, and uniquely enough, we're publicly traded almost from the get-go. I'll tell you why I like a publicly traded company in network marketing, because it has a lot of oversight. All right, it's not just maybe one person, the president and CEO, deciding everything that's going to happen. There are a lot of people who are responsible to make this company successful. There are checks and balances to make sure that the opportunity for everyone involved, from consumers to shareholders to distributors and employees, we might call all of those stakeholders. There is oversight, there are rules, there is transparency that helps increase the potential and the opportunities for us all to have a great experience. Another reason I love the fact that this company is publicly traded is, who can own the shares of a publicly traded company? Well, the people from the public, that's you and me. So when I saw this opportunity and I saw the science that I'm going to share with you tonight, I absolutely wanted to make sure that I owned a piece of this company, that I was a shareholder, and I am. And I love that piece of it. That's really difficult to do in network marketing. There may be a handful of publicly traded companies in this industry, but almost invariably, the publicly traded companies are also very old, they've already been branded, okay, and they're already big. So, take that for what it's worth. I wanted a company that wasn't big, that nobody knew, but that had massive potential. And I could own a piece of that. And maybe I could influence the success of that company. That's a little about LifeVantage. Let me jump in and let's talk about science. Hopefully you have seen this video. These are some screenshots from an ABC News primetime television report that aired, again, on primetime television, news hour, 7 p.m. In 2005. Now, that's 12 years ago, but this science is absolutely still relevant. And in fact, the 5 minutes that you'll watch on that video, if you haven't already, is so powerful and covers a lot of complexities in science in a very, very simple, easy to understand manner. That it's really my first step when I introduce somebody to what we're doing, whether that be from a product standpoint or a business standpoint. So top right-hand corner, you'll see a little yellow pill. The news report was about Protandim, this discovery that was proven to reduce oxidative stress in the human body by 40% in 30 days. Now, what you need to understand about oxidative stress, let me just flip forward, is that oxidative stress, as the scientists talk about in that news video, oxidative stress is of itself not a disease, but it is attached to and connected with and an influencer of most of the diseases and disease states and negative, health conditions that you and I would be aware of. I just call it mad people: malfunction, aging, and disease. So for example, if we were to look at in the brain, oxidative stress, when unchecked and unbalanced in the brain, is connected with all of the following: Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, MS, ALS, OCD, ADHD, autism, migraine, insomnia, depression, dementia, bipolar disorder, and cancer. Now, that's just in the brain, okay? We could actually maybe even go to other parts of the nervous system and get a different, even longer list. Well, what about if we look at the heart? Everything from heart attacks to strokes to high blood pressure, etc. Well, what about in the kidneys? Yeah, we've got kidney diseases and nephritis. What about in the skin? Everything from wrinkles to acne, to psoriasis, to dermatitis, to eczema, and cancer. Well, we could go all around the body, in organs, in systems, in tissues, and find a similar story. Again, oxidative stress is basically the roots of so much of the malfunction, aging, and disease in the human, and not just human, but in the living body. Okay, let's just say mammals. So oxidative stress is a big deal. Now, do you know anybody that has any of these conditions? Okay. Secondly, do you want to be a person who has those conditions? What can we do for our health? And that's really one of the primary questions I'd ask you is, how important is your health to you? And I'm not talking about green smoothies 10 times a day, running marathons or 6 hours, 6 miles a day, although that's great too. I'm talking about a very highly applicable health desire that almost everybody has. We at least all know, if you don't have your health, life is tough, okay? So let me talk just really briefly about some research that's coming out in the medical community, at the academic level, and the highest levels of research and the scientific community. And it's about gene expression, something called genomics, okay? How genes work. There's a protein in your body. In fact, this protein is found in every single cell in your body. And this protein is called NRF2. And NRF2 has been researched thousands of times, over 7,000 studies, and most of them, 95% of those, have been done in the last 7 years, guys. This is an exploding part of the medical community and the scientific community. This is big, deep research, but it's also new. In other words, not everybody knows about it, okay? But NRF2, this little protein in your cells, controls about 500 genes. Anti-aging genes, stay youthful genes, I feel good genes, anti-inflammatory response by genes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And scientists at Washington State University here in this study said, NRF2 may become the most extraordinary therapeutic and the most extraordinary preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. Guys, this is big time news. Let me skip that slide. Let me introduce the product really briefly. And again, we could spend 45 minutes, we could spend 2 hours talking about product tonight. I'm just giving you a snippet. If there's one thing that you could do for your health that would make a significant difference over the next 20 years, this is that one thing. It's called turning on your own genes, reactivating your 18-year-old gene pathways. How do you do that? Protandim. Protandim is NRF2 activation. It's just 5 natural ingredients. It's protected by 12 US and global patents. It's been researched by major universities, hospitals, government agencies in North America, US, Canada, Mexico, Europe, the United Kingdom, etc. Here's what we can claim about our Protandim. Protandim, one pill, one pill a day for 30 days is proven to reduce oxidative stress. Remember that problem in our bodies, but on an average of 40% in just 30 days. That may be the single biggest claim that applicable, significant healthcare claim in all of, the nutrition, general wellness, supplementation industry. That's a big, big deal. These are some of the universities, just a few that have studied and or are continuing ongoing studies. Now, why are they studying Protandim, guys? They're studying it because its ability to turn the body's genes back on and result of reducing oxidative stress by 40% is a major scientific breakthrough. And they want to know more about it. They're studying all kinds of stuff that's listed on the right side of the screen. You can take a screenshot. I'm going to move on. Studies on Protandim have been published in the Circulation Journal of the American Heart Association. By the way, this is the first time a branded supplement has ever been in that magazine. Recently, last year, the Multiple Sclerosis Journal published a study on 3 drugs and Protandim and their ability to turn on NRF2 and protect nerve cells in a toxic environment. Let me just read this quote. Interestingly, this is in green, Protandim, a dietary supplement consisting of herbal ingredients, was the most potent inducer and therefore may be the most potent strategy. Okay, most suited as a therapeutic strategy. That's huge. This is a study that was published by the National Institute of Aging. It's a part of the National Institute of Health, guys. Since 1999, almost 2 decades, they have been studying drugs, natural supplements, mega doses of herbs to see if anything can actually extend lifespan. After years of research, this was published in Aging Cell magazine last year, latter half of 2016. The results, Protandim was the only naturally occurring substance, the only natural stuff, okay, natural herbs, fish oil, antioxidants, all of that included. The only thing naturally proven to actually lengthen healthy lifespan. And it did it by 7%. If I've ever seen anything that might be qualified as the fountain of youth, this may be it. So here's one reason I'm excited. For the last 60 years, we've been inundated with products called supplements, supplementation, vitamins, herbs, minerals, juices, powders, pills, capsules, tablets. This is not supplementation. This is activation. It is literally the opening of a new book, the turning of a new page, it's not a new chapter, it's a completely new encyclopedia, the future of healthcare, how to harness the power of the human gene. And that's what we're doing here. Again, the one thing that you could do to make a significant impact on your health, Protandim. There's another product, different gene pathway. It's called NRF1, and that is all focused on mitochondrial dysfunction. I'm not going to spend time on that tonight, but if you look at this, you can take a screenshot. Mitochondrial dysfunction is associated with a whole slew of conditions and maladies and diseases. It's a problem, perhaps one of the biggest problems in healthcare. There is a pathway in our body, a gene pathway called NRF1 that controls the health, the healthiness, and, keyword, activation of the mitochondria and proper functioning. It's called the NRF1 pathway. We have a patent pending formula called Protandim NRF1 Synergizer. It's fabulous. I use this stuff every single day. I take 3 right before I go to bed. Tremendous results. Get back to the person who talked to you about being on tonight. You can ask them specifics. But guys, we're looking at a new generation of healthcare, turning on our human genes, getting results like we've never gotten before. Let me just highlight a couple of other product lines that we've invested in a patented skincare technology, okay? 4 products, befores and afters here. Fabulous, fabulous products. It's great for sunburns as well. Axio, it is brain food. Imagine a brain boost that could give you energy, i.e. full throttle, energy drink, 5-hour energy without junk. A brain boost that could promote positive mood, right? You're not feeling down and out. A brain boost, a brain energy boost that could help you focus, stay on task, do better in study type of conditions, okay? This is a phenomenal product, 5 flavors. It's phenomenal for kids, the results for kids who have difficulty focusing or maybe studying. Over the top exciting. Love Axio. A canine health, a veterinarian product, veterinary science product called Canine Health. Dogs die faster. That's just the way it is. What if we could take the people pill that I talked about at the top of this call and formulate it for dogs? We did. The veterinary science market is huge. And then a weight management system, getting the proper types and amounts of protein, burning fat, healthy cleanses, and then probiotic for that second brain in the body. What people who understand health understand that, and what they're starting to say is that there are 2 brains in the body. There's this brain, and then there's the gut brain. All of the blood vessels, all of the electrical impulses, right? The nervous system integration that happens in the gut is mammoth. It's huge, and most of us aren't healthy in that gut. Probably the single best thing you could do for your gut is to get a great probiotic product, and our probio is phenomenal stuff. Put those products together in a system, and voila! 6 weeks later, these are the results. Okay, phenomenal stuff. So I've covered science and technology. And products. Let me move on. Let's talk about money. I talked a little about this in my own story, but I just want to reiterate. Wheel number 1, you go to work for somebody else. It is a way to make a living, probably not a way to be free. So you don't want to work for somebody else. You start your own business. Okay, you work double, triple times, 70, 80, 90, 120 hours a week. And you do this for how long? Until you crack. Or until somebody buys your business out for $20 million. Good luck, take the odds. But again, 95% of our population doing wheel number 1, doing wheel number 2, cannot retire without family or government assistance at retirement age. 95%. It's time to do something different. Wheel number 3, it's an economic engine. Notice the guy's not in the wheel. Don't get in the wheel. Okay, build an engine, and that engine will turn your economic wheel. Now, okay, if you started your engine today, if you started building your engine today, would it be functional? No, it wouldn't. So my first recommendation, as you're looking at this from a business standpoint, is not to do cold turkey startup. Okay, keep doing what you're doing. Keep running in wheel number 1. Keep running in wheel number 2. If that's what you need to do to pay the bills. Keep your attention there, but put your long-term focus into something that can pay you what you're worth, or maybe even more than what you're worth. Start building an economic engine on the side, okay? So that's part-time, that's during lunch hour, it's on the way into school, it's on the way into work, it's after work, it's on the weekends, okay? That's how this industry is built. That's how network marketing is built 95% of the time, okay? Let me just shut this door here. So, but you can do that while you build. While you run in the wheel to make your living. Now, time constraints. Well, I've just addressed that. This is not a full-time gig. 99.8% of people who do network marketing start part-time, as they should, okay? Learn the ropes, get the training, get the mentoring. I'll talk about that maybe if we have time on the call. but just start. Just do something, okay? Plug into this webinar tonight. Plug into the next webinar. Plug into a local meeting or a home meeting. Meet with the individual who invited you here and get things started. But again, it's not a 40 to 50 hour a week thing. That's really difficult, if not maybe impossible, particularly for the new person to do. But you can start today. So I love wheel number 3. I'm writing a book about these 3 wheels right now. It's called Be Free. And that is one of the messages I want to share with you tonight about finances is freedom. Finances can help us become free, okay? But that typically doesn't happen in wheel number 1, almost never. It rarely happens in wheel number 2. You need to create for yourself economic assets, things that pay you money, an economic engine that turns and powers your wheel. And every time that engine churns, the wheel turns and you get paid, regardless of where you are, whether you're at your job or whether you're sleeping or whether you're on vacation. We have to create these types of income generating assets if you want to be free. Let me talk about network marketing. The network marketing profession pays out approximately $200 million in commissions to distributors every single day of the year. Every single day of the year. Christmas, New Year's, okay? Weekends, bank holidays, every single day of the year. I've got 5% battery life, so we'll keep moving here. Maybe it's time you took a closer look at network marketing. Those are powerful numbers. If you're looking at getting involved in the business, I'm going to cut to the chase. You're going to want to become a distributor. You're going to want to buy a business pack. There's a silver pack, a gold pack, a platinum pack. They all have a training system in them. They all have applications or app technology to put on your phone to help you optimize your business, to follow up with customers, to reach out to people, to share videos, etc. The gold pack and the platinum pack contain 1 or 2 tickets to the next event. The gold pack contains 1 limited entry ticket into our next major training event. By the way, these events will absolutely change your life, change your perspective, change your business. It sounds cliche, but I will say it. I'm on this call today as a leader in this company because I've simply plugged into events like this. Now, the Platinum Pack actually contains 2, not limited entry, but 2 all access passes to our next major event, which, by the way, is in Salt Lake City in April. Be there. The main difference between these packs, other than those tickets, which is a big deal, is the amount of product that comes in the pack, okay? That Platinum Pack is over $1,000 of product. The pack itself is $1,250. It's a $1,700 value, by the way, 30% savings. The Platinum Pack is the only pack I recommend, and here's why. If you're going to go, is $1,250 a lot of money to waste? Yes, it is. Is it a lot of money for dinner? Probably, okay? Is it a lot of money for a vacation? Maybe, maybe not, depending on where you come from. But is it a lot of money to start a viable business? Absolutely not. So first of all, $1,250, as little as that is from a business standpoint, I want the people I work with to be serious about this business. So my recommendation to them is, listen, if you're going to do the business, do the Platinum Pack or just don't do the business, okay? If you want the product, become a customer. Well, Seth, I'm thinking about doing the business, but I can't, I don't have $1,250 now. Great, become a customer. That's literally what I will tell my friends, okay? You can make your choice, but the best way to promote the correct behavior, get enough product to really bounce into the business, to dive in, and to set up your business internationally as well, is the Platinum Pack. That's a one-time purchase. This sheet shows the average income at just about every leadership level in LifeVantage. We actually have 2 new leadership levels which we're still, nobody's fully qualified for those yet. This is a growing company. Anybody can make it to the top, if you will. But through the levels that we have right now, those are the average monthly incomes, guys. Now, obviously, we always scroll to the bottom and say, look at those significant incomes, tens of thousands of dollars a month. I love those numbers. They're absolutely real. But I'm going to focus on these early and mid numbers. And here's why. Where there's a healthy middle class in a nation, in the economy, in our economy, in this company, where there's a healthy middle class, there's a healthy economy. And we have a ton of people at those middle class numbers, making hundreds of dollars, multiples of hundreds of dollars, $1,000 to $2,000 a month, maybe $5,000 a month. That's where the bread and butter of this industry is. And frankly, those are the numbers that you can attain quicker, okay? So I like to show those numbers. These are the realities. Now let me show you how you earn those realities. 2 types of bonuses. Number 1, front-end bonuses. In other words, things that you can do today to earn money. Let me just highlight 1 or 2 of these. Smart Start bonus. This is paid weekly. If you get somebody started on the product, okay? If you get somebody started on the product, you're going to receive a bonus called a Smart Start bonus. And that bonus is I've got a visitor here in my office here at home. That bonus is 40% of whatever the order is. Okay, so if you have a customer who buys $50 of product this month as a preferred customer, they buy it online through you, through your website, through your shopping cart, okay, you're going to make 40% of that $50. In other words, $20. If they buy $100 of product, you're going to make $40. If they buy $250 of product, you're going to make $100 and what does it say here? I just lost it. Whatever it says right there. There he goes, $100. If they buy $40 of product, you're going to make $16. It's an easy calculation, $40. Now, I'm going to tell you, as you share these products with people, as you share your experience with people, in the big picture, I share the business and the product with everybody. And I say, you take what you want. Many people say, I want the product, I want it now. Great. Try it for 3 to 4 months. That's my recommendation to people. And I don't have people say no. They say, okay, I'll do that 3 to 4 months. If I'm going to do it for a month, why not do it for 3, right? Why not do it for 4? But if you wanted to make $216 this week, then you'd go out and find 5 people, friends, family, neighbors, as they look at the information and they buy, the products as explained on the screen. You'd get 40% of that. That's $216. Okay. Well, what about when people enroll on the business packs? Okay. Well, if somebody enrolls on the silver pack, you're going to make a commission or a bonus for $100. If they enroll on the gold pack as a distributor, $200. If they enroll on the platinum pack, you'll make $400. So let's do the math. You find 5 people in a 30, 60, 90-day time frame. They buy the platinum pack. That's $2,000. Okay. I like to say 30, 60, 90 days, and let's find 5 distributors. Let me move on to the residual bonuses, royalty commissions, matching bonuses, elite pool. I'm going to highlight this super, super quick. I just want you to imagine this. You find 5 people. They take the product for life, okay? You're going to make a percentage of that. They find a few people. You're going to make a percentage of that. They find a few people. You're eligible to make a percentage of that. That's called a royalty bonus. 2, 5, 9% of these orders forever. It's not dependent on your lifespan. There's no termination date to the royalty contract. It's as long as people buy this product. I mean, you could will this asset to your children, to your grandchildren. It's a legacy. Okay. Just take a screenshot. You can look at these numbers, but you can generate hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of dollars simply by creating a customer distribution channel. Elite bonus pool. This is a worldwide bonus. You become a leader in the company will share a percentage of every product sold worldwide. Okay? Get back to the person who invited you to find more about that. Let me jump back. You hit Pro 7. Okay, you hit Pro 7. Maintain it for a year. There's a cash bonus, either $25,000 cash or the company brands a Jeep and hands you the title for it, okay? You hit Master Pro 10, there's a $100,000 cash bonus. You hit the next level, there's a $250,000 cash bonus. You hit the highest level, there's a $500,000 cash bonus. So everything from being able to make money weekly to long-term legacy income to rank advancement, and high achievement bonuses, it's all available here at LifeVantage. Let me finish up with maybe 2 slides, 2 or 3. The system. Most people want to make more money. Most people want to be healthier, but we run into a problem. How do I do it? I don't have those skill set. I talked to a friend, physician, today. Seth, I don't know. I don't have the skill set. I can't do this. And then he said, but I know these are excuses. Here's my answer. Learn how to be a professional. There are 4 principles that we teach. Skills, which are found in a blueprint, will provide you events. If you come to these events, you'll learn. You'll grow your business. We'll teach you core habits of successful professional network marketers. And then we'll put you on a personal growth and leadership development track, okay? You will become the person. You can become the person that you want to become, the person that can lead other people. It's a simple equation. Become the person that can lead other people, and you will lead people. Let me end with timing. Yes, is somebody saying something?
Oh, no.
Okay. Let me end with timing. I'm going to put this phone. There we go. Let me end with timing here. Guys, this is a young company, okay? They did $200 million last year, but $200 million is nothing, absolutely nothing in the medical or the science community, in the healthcare market, which I believe is going to explode over the next 10 to 20 years, and particularly gene technology. Guys, if you do the research, if you ask the right questions, if you look under the right rocks, I think there are a lot of clues that the healthcare industry is going to explode, and that gene technology, turning on the power of the human gene, is going to be a big part of that explosion. We'll look around. Who's selling gene technology? Almost nobody. Literally, I feel like we're a cell phone company, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, before that technology was around. We're the software computer companies before those were household common items. We're that new technology that just hitting the marketplace that can impact the world in significant ways. We've taken about 39 minutes. My time is up. I've tried to cover timing and trends. We've talked about compensation, products, systems. Let me just end with culture. There's an absolute culture of humility and respect, of gratitude, of leadership, of personal growth, of teamwork, but mainly of just being real, okay? We just need more real people. We need people to be more real. Real products, not hypey products, but real scientific-backed, breakthrough, patented products of real prosperity, not baloney, not inflated checks, not hyperbole and just excitement and jabber. We need real prosperity. I'm going to challenge you that if you haven't felt that tonight, if you have, get back with the person who invited you to tonight's call and webinar. If you haven't felt something, give it a second chance. Ask some intelligent questions. Do your homework. Go to PubMed, as in www.pub, as in publish, med, as in medical, .gov, that's .gov. Search these 3 things. Search first oxidative stress. Over 170,000 studies on oxidative stress. Next, search NRF2, over 7,000 studies on NRF2. Next, search Protandim, 22 peer-reviewed published studies by Harvard, American Heart Association, Virginia Commonwealth, LSU, Ohio State. The evidence is irrefutable, but nobody knows about it yet. And that's where the opportunity is, real timing. I want to thank you for being here tonight. I hope to meet you in person. I hope to see you at the next event. This webinar is officially in the books. I'll load it to my YouTube page. Should be available by tomorrow morning. Thank you guys. God bless you. And I look forward to changing the world with you.